scrappy UCLA Bruins from Westwood, growing more powerful as the season progressed.
Westbrook to the bucket, bam!
And the Bruins have done it. They win their first ever national championship in baseball and number 109 overall.
UCLA wins the national championship.
Deflected, intercepted. What a play by Eric McNeil.
Henry going the distance.
No school has won more NCAA championships than UCLA's 112. And when it comes to icons, the university has had plenty of them. Arthur Ashe, Jackie Joyner-Kersee, Bill Walton, and Lisa Fernandez are just a few of the Bruin greats who wore that blue and gold. It was a tough decision, but these four UCLA legends have all made a huge impact in sports and in society.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, basketball.
Named the Naismith College basketball player of the 20th century, Lou Alcindor, known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, led UCLA to 3 consecutive NCAA titles, 3 straight conference championships, and an overall record of 88-2. During those seasons, Kareem was named Most Outstanding Player of the Final Four, the only player in NCAA history to win the honor 3 years in a row. Abdul-Jabbar was also a 3-time consensus All-American and a 3-time National Player of the Year. His 26.4 scoring average still ranks #1 in UCLA basketball history. After a 20-year NBA career where he won 6 championships and 6 MVP awards, Abdul-Jabbar was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 1995.
And Meyers, basketball.
Considered the pioneer of collegiate women's basketball, Ann Meyers was the first female athlete ever to earn a 4-year scholarship to UCLA, and she finished her collegiate career as the first 4-time All-American in her sport. In 1978, her senior season, she led UCLA to the AIAW National Championship, won the Broderick Award as the Women's Basketball Player of the Year. Meyers also won a silver medal as a member of the 1976 U.S. Olympic team and has been inducted into the Naismith, FIBA, and Women's Basketball Halls of Fame. In 1988, her first year of eligibility, she was the first woman inducted into UCLA's Hall of Fame, and 2 years later, her number 15 was retired.
John Wooden, basketball.
There's pandemonium here at the San Diego International Sports Arena. We are sitting in on one of the great moments of sports history.
No individual has made a larger impact on the UCLA campus than the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden.
On UCLA's John Wooden in his final coaching game at UCLA.
During his 27 years as the Bruins head coach, Wooden compiled 620 wins, 19 conference championships, went to 12 Final Fours, and won an unprecedented 10 NCAA titles, including 7 in a row between 1966 and 73, a streak that included a record 38 consecutive NCAA tournament victories. In addition, Wooden's Bruins teams won an NCAA record 88 consecutive games and had a 149-2 home record at Pauley Pavilion. Beloved by his players, Wooden was also known for his pyramid of success, his philosophical building blocks for winning at basketball and at life. A 3-time All-American at Purdue, Wooden was the first person to be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame twice, as a player in 1960 and again as a coach in 1973. A 6-time National Coach of the Year, he was named by Sporting News the greatest coach of all time in 2009.
Jackie Robinson, baseball, football, basketball, and track and field.
A life is not important except in the impact it had on other lives, is a quote by UCLA legend Jackie Robinson, and his impact on sports and society has not been equaled by another American athlete. The first four-sport letter winner in UCLA history, Jackie earned all conference honors in football and basketball, won the NCAA long jump title, and surprisingly only batted .97 during his one season with the UCLA baseball team. But it was in baseball where Robinson made history, becoming the first African-American to play Major League Baseball when he made his debut with the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947.
In his prime, he was the game's most feared base runner.
After a successful 10-year career with the Dodgers, Jackie was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962. April 15th is celebrated annually as Jackie Robinson Day in Major League Baseball, and his number 42 has been retired by all 30 big league teams and by UCLA Athletics. The Bruins' home baseball stadium is named in his honor. And when it comes to excellence, it is hard to top UCLA. The Bruins' 112 NCAA team championships are the most won by any school, and UCLA leads all schools with the most titles in men's basketball, volleyball, softball, and women's water polo. Speaking of the Bruins, did you know that it wasn't their actual original nickname? In the 1920s, UCLA's teams were known as the Grizzlies, but because fellow conference member Montana was also known as the Grizzlies, UCLA changed their name to the Bruins when they joined the Pacific Coast Conference in 1928.